For the Dodgers.
Of course. Let's go.
Welcome back to Ask Andrew. Playing a baseball theme because baseball's on, and as Elizabeth, aka Wednesday, said, wasn't that yesterday? No, Liz, it wasn't. She just doesn't like baseball as much as I do. And very excited about the Dodgers, but I'll get into that in a minute. Welcome back, season 2, episode 9. Motivational moments. Great things are done by a series of small things brought together. That's one. Our second one, these are all good. Thank you, Elizabeth, the head writer for this.
Head writer for
Ask Elizabeth, it should be called. Doubt kills more dreams than failures ever will. So, they always say that when you don't know, you can do it. So, like a lot of young real estate agents go out and they get a lot of listings, they do things, they just don't know they can't do it, and then they realize it later and you let the fear sink in. But listen, you just gotta be active and keep pursuing. So new storms have moved into LA, as we've seen, and we expect some more. If this isn't the wettest winter, I think I saw on the news the other day that it was the second wettest winter since, I think it was like 1893, and the last one was like 2012, excuse me, 2012. I'm trying to remember what I saw.
I don't remember that. 2012, that recent?
Yeah, I do, because that's another reason, but I won't get into that now. We got curiosity from Samantha, and she's from Encino. Should I sell my current property before I buy a new one? Well, that's a good question, I'll tell you, because Margie's going to talk about stats, and inventory is very, very low. It's kind of a crazy market. I think what we see a lot going on right now is we see lower inventory and people not really moving, so it's shrinking, and the reason they're not moving is nobody wants to get out of a 2-point-something interest rate and go to a higher interest rates, right? So that kind of stifles the market. It's different than 2008 or 1990 when people, they didn't qualify for the loan, and we had banks failing. We do have some banks failing now, but not to the same extreme. So I think it's put a little damper on it. So people are looking to lease or become lease kings and lease queens and queens. We're at your service. Though we are selling houses, there are people still looking to buy and sell. I just think that's probably a lot of the reason for it. But I do believe, even though interest rates have creeped up, there's still some very good rates out there. Not like they were before in the 2s and 3s, but 5, and I think in low 5s. I mean, I had a client the other day, as you know, that wanted to go. He was getting a loan at 6.5%. I go, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Stop, we can help.
We can help you. So he was kind of shocked that he doesn't have to pay that. Now we'll go on to Margie's stats.
Okay, so the 6 cities we look at: Toluca Lake, Studio City, Sherman Oaks, Encino, Tarzana, and Woodland Hills. A month ago, there were 307 active listings, which is really nothing, single-family homes. And 2 weeks ago, 293, and today, 291. So,
2 down.
we still need inventory sellers. In Encino, specifically, 91436 home sales continue to outstrip supply and have been for several weeks. Another seller's market. And in 91316, the market's even hotter. Price trends in the zip code continue their recent uptrend this week. While still below the market's high point, more sales demand and fewer homes listed have contributed to a relatively long run at increasing prices. Here at Spitz Chavez Group, we listed a beautiful modern estate last week with Aaron at 15656 Van Dark Place. Where else? In Encino. And it is 8,519 square feet, 6 bedrooms, 6 baths on almost 30,000 square foot lot.
So let me interrupt you there.
Yes.
That house is big enough for 2 families, maybe a couple
That's
families
true.
can move in.
That's true. 8,500 square feet.
It's big.
4,995,000.
What?
I know. Should be a lot more square footage. And today we uploaded a new lease listing on a house we actually sold a few years ago, but the owner came to us to lease it, and it is totally reimagined. It's beautiful, 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, $9,995, the nice school district.
Great location, with great location. Anything else?
That's it for me.
All right, so birthday shout outs. This is gonna be a handful of really good people here. Jody Angel, happy birthday. Andrew Gallowitz, happy birthday. Elaine Page, happy birthday. This man knows how to dress better than anyone else. Art Lewin, Donna Triffman, Rachel Waterman, it's related. Stephen Cohen, he's a realtor back east. We did a deal with, he referred us out here. Berkshire Hathaway, happy birthday. Debbie Miller, Jim Rubin, an icon of real estate. Stephanie Epstein, the famous saxophone player Dave Koz, who went to school. He had a big, they call it Jufro, but he doesn't. Misty Barak, our own Jake Stateman, happy birthday. Corey Cohen, Mike Glickman, who helped me a lot in my early years of real estate. Darren Harvey, Amy Klein, Rosie DeGennaro, Roger Hance, Matt Kaufman, and our own Linda Linden. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday. We're acknowledging you, see? Anniversaries, Norm and Chrissy Block, 2 years. And my friends Stephen and Helen Peisner, 20 years. Wow, wubsy. And now we go on to, I call it the Wednesday Celebrity News, or Elizabeth.
Thank you. And we actually have some good ones today. It's not one, but two AKG celebrity listings that we just sold. The first one being with the headline, Pritzker family member buys John Lautner's iconic Garcia house in the hills. Originally listed for an impressive $16 million, the place ultimately sold to Pritzker for a discounted but still hefty $12.5 million. And it's a very beautiful architectural. It's like I think it used to be called the Rainbow House as well. It was bought by the sellers for $1.2 million back in 2002, and since have gone through extensive renovation and collaboration with the interior design firm Marmol Radziner. And the listing was held by our very own Weston Littlefield, Dalton Gomez, and Aaron Kerman.
Yeah.
Good job. And I think that sold in about 2 months or so really quick for an architect.
Well, when you want something to move quickly, call us, because we have, as
AKG.
she wouldn't know what it is, I know what it is, you know what it is. I don't know, maybe you don't. Can you tell us if you know what this is, Chandler? Our Rolodex.
I know what that is.
Okay.
I know what a Rolodex
Okay.
is.
Okay, so 4 out of 4 people actually do know. It's the people we know. We have such great connections. That's why a couple years ago, or less than 2 years ago, I joined AKG, come to the Valley to help run and expand AKG's name throughout the Valley. That's amazing. Go on, Elizabeth.
And then our second AKG listing is Kat Von D's like Gothic / Victorian home, just sold this week, actually yesterday.
I'm shocked it was goth.
I know, right?
I wouldn't expect that from her.
Right. And I've watched the movie, but I didn't know that it was featured in 2003's Cheaper by the Dozen. So
I
that's
like that
interesting.
movie. That's a good movie.
Yeah, and it was in that movie.
Shameless plug here.
Yeah. And it has now found a new owner. What a shocker this is. One of LA's most famous cemeteries, Hollywood Forever Cemetery. So the
It's
owner
gonna be a
of
cemetery?
No, it's the
Oh.
owner of
Oh.
that cemetery. No.
That's
No,
fun.
no, no.
I actually went there, I think, for a wedding in that cemetery. It's kind of wild.
Well, now that owner is the new owner of Kat Von D's Gothic Victorian home.
Wow.
But she actually bought this home back in
That's so
2016.
That's so Wednesday of you.
That is.
It's Wednesday. Of course you picked that article.
Well, it was an AKG listing.
You
but-
fit right in. We love you. We love you, Elizabeth.
But she actually bought the home back in 2016 for $6.5 million and did a ton of restoring, but it has now just sold for $7.75 million.
Okay.
Was listed by Jamie Sher of the Sher Group and then Kirby and Bryce Lowe of AKG.
Way to go, Kirby and Bryce. All right. So that's it for Elizabeth, and I'm sitting here waiting to turn, but this is a good restaurant. We support small businesses. Osteria La Boca in Sherman Oaks. Everything is fresh products that is brought in from their farms in West LA and the regional farm. It is amazing food, really, really fresh. I mean, I have a hard time because there's a couple really good restaurants now, and I'm only focusing on this, but this is one you don't want to miss.
What kind of food?
Italian. It's not your sushi with your salmon. And it says pet friendly here. No, it is really, really.
Me and
it's
George
really-
Mead.
Yes. That's her boyfriend.
Little
And-
hairy guy.
Little hairy guy. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Stay dry. Hopefully we'll get some sunshine. I know the little bits that we've gotten have made me feel a lot better than having all this rain all the time. But we do need the rain, even though
Everything's very pretty and green.
we're getting a new surcharge. You heard about that, right? The new surcharge, because we have so much water, they don't know what to do. We're gonna charge extra. No, I'm kidding. Don't be surprised. Have a great rest of the day, great week. SCG, yo!